Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I've come on here to show you how to make one particular thing, but while I was looking for the stuff to make the one particular thing, the tuck thing that I did, I found some other bits that I'd made using the pages out of these books, because there's just so many really nice books around there with really beautiful pictures in, and you think, oh dear, what can I do with that? Because it's just, you know, so much, you know. And you feel like you can't make anything with them because they're just too shiny or whatever. And shiny's okay, I suppose. I'm going to use this one today because I really like this, and I'm going to show you this first before I show you the other thing, which is I want to just do it all in 20 minutes, so I hope I can move myself along a bit. All I need now is to find a piece of paper to make the other thing, and I'll be back with it. Anyway, we'll do that in a minute. Right, so what I've been doing is I've been making these, which probably, well, people have been making them anyway all over the place. And this, I think, is a really good pocket idea, you see. And that's made out of the book page, you know, and it's all picture, little birds. And you got to get it right so you get the right picture on the front. And okay, the back's fine, you know, this back's fine. This one here's got a bit of white around the outside of it, but I think it looks good, doesn't it? And then there's that one. No, is that one? Yes, it is, but I haven't cut out the hole in that yet. And I don't know, my hole doing things here somewhere. And then there's this one. And I think these look really good to put in your journals for pockets, especially in a flower one. These look really, really good. And then you use them for your pockets. So I don't know how this is going to work, but I thought I'd try this for something different. Now I did have a ruler here somewhere, and I think I've only got the small one, because I want to just tear this across here, because I can't cut it because of the thing that won't go for us too long, so we just tear that. I'm going to get a tear ruler off Sandy. I think Sandy will be, oh look, see, that's going to look really good too, as one on the back. So you just, to my way of thinking, I mean, a lot of people don't like to use the book pages, but I think they look pretty cool. You know, it doesn't matter if it's shiny. One lady showed us that you put on some, oh, what is it called? Is it gesso? Is it gesso that's, there's a word, it's matte. It's a matte gesso, and it takes the, Mod Podge is the white stuff, isn't it? And the matte is the gesso, and it'll take the shine off if you don't want it to be shiny anymore. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down here a bit further. It'll make a pretty big ticket, won't it? But that's okay, or pocket. So you can just, instead of having to put these in the bin, which people probably will do because you want to just find where your picture is that you like, that bit, fold it over. Of course, so you need to have a seam at the back. So we need to fold it over, press that down there like so. This is really easy. This is how you make a bag. It's in a tuck thing, whatever. It's how you make one. Okay. Now, I'm going to get my punch down from up here, so we're going to have to bring down a couple of things. And on this one, don't look, people, if you're scared of spiders, I have my spider there. I'm not actually scared of spiders, I'm not a big pal, but I bought this a long time ago, and he's silver. And he sits on there, well he was, until I lost him, and then I've got him back now, so we're friends again. Okay, so I've got this punch here, and I'm just going to, I put a line on mine, so I can see where I'm up to when I'm going through if I want to do it the other way, because I might have to push this on the desk, and I will. And I don't like the idea. I have to put it away from this glass top. Aim it for the middle and press down. And that just cuts it out for me. So I've got a little mark there, because I can't push it down with my hand, so therefore I can't look at that bit, if you understand. I can't put it in there and watch what I'm doing, so I put this line and a piece of tape, and then when I go over to the edge of the table, I'll just push that into where it's that is, it lines up here, and I know that I've just cut down the right amount, okay, like that bit there, see? So that's really easy to do. Right, so I'll put that back in there, and that back on top of it, and forgot to put the, the sponge thing back in there, which I need to do seriously. Oh dear, these things are getting tricky looking up here in front of me. I need to probably clear that off a bit. Right, now to get all the glue off the top of the glue pot, because these are real easy to make, and see they're just awesome. I mean, and so then you want to put the glue on the side that you're going to, I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue just on the edge of this because I don't want it to squirt out in the inside, so we'll have it all stuck down, okay? So we're just going to go right on across the edge, and I know when I did it that should come over there, and it should not stick the whole thing stuck. But if you're worried about that, just put something down in there if you're worried about getting the whole thing stuck. So you can line this up, this top bit, so that's good. Look at the glue that I got down the side here. It did come out, didn't it? It squirted out everywhere. But at least it didn't squirt out in the inside. If that's some sort of a plus, I guess. Okay, so now you just want to turn this up on the bottom, about that far. Because whatever you ever put in your pocket, you want it to stay there. You don't want it to fall out. And then you're just going to get your scissors, and you cut from the corner there across that way. And from this part here across that way. You want to take the piece that's got the join in it, and cut down this way as close as you can. It's fine, it's not going to be a big issue as far as being really perfectly straight, because you're going to turn this up now, because you don't want all that bulk, so you want to turn this up so you don't get it all bulky. Now this is how you make a bag or a tag pocket or whatever you wanted to do. But see, this way to do the pocket I think is good, because then you can put stuff in it without, you can stick this now in your book, which I might do that in my journal after. I might put this one in my journal when I'm on here next. And I'll get some of this glue off here, which comes off pretty good because of the paper. You know, it'll roll off. It makes little rolls. If you're using this any other sort of paper, don't do that, because it'll wreck your paper. It'll make holes in it. But this shiny stuff, you know, it's really good for getting the glue off. Now my hands are really clean, you know, and I've got all this crap coming off here. Never mind. So now I have a pocket, see, that I can put in it, and I've just made it out of the page. And there's just, you know, all this for ideas. They look like seed packets, these ones, don't they? Because I've got these out of the books. But see, I found pictures that's got birds on and flowers, and I think they look really cool. I do like them. Okay, so now I'll need to make this other thingy, which is in here. Somewhere. I put it in the other day. I had a couple of them actually. And the first one's just disappeared, the other one just disappeared. So now I'm going to make this, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so that's a tuck spot there. This is a tuck spot, see? It's really easy to do. And I did want to do it in music paper, but I need something that's actually double-sided, and the music paper usually is, isn't it? So there's usually music on both sides of your paper. Now I had some here before because I used it, didn't I, to make the I used it to make the other thing in the video previously that I did, and I've got this bit. Is that all I had left? I didn't. I had pages of it, didn't I? I wonder where I got them from. Goodness me, Sonia. Where did I get them? I've got stuff stuck around me here everywhere because of the avalanche. I still haven't fixed that up, the part for the avalanche, after the big avalanche, but to be honest with you, it's a lot of work that I have to do, and I just haven't got myself motivated that way yet. These aren't double-sided, these papers, which is a bit... Oh, hang on, maybe they don't have to be. Maybe I'm wrong. Hang on a second. Oh, yes, they do. They do have to be, because... but you could glue two together. couldn't you? If you wanted to. Now, you need it to be fairly long, and that's not long enough. And I do have music paper here somewhere close by, because I wouldn't have been able to fish that bit out if I didn't. Where'd I get it from? Here we are. All I had to do was look in the other direction. Alright, just put that up there so it's not going to be very clever. So I'm going to tear this, because they tear really well, doesn't it? And you know what? Maybe I should make this double thicknesses, because we don't want to we don't want it to be too flimsy, do we? Because you can either put this in your journal, or you can just have it clipped in there with a paper clip or something. Be better off, I think, if you stick it in the journal though. But why I'm doing it like this is because I want to make the actual foundation for the thing fairly sticking on. I'm having a bit of time with the stuff around me starting to come. I will fix it up and feel better. I'll fix it up and feel better. So I want to do this first. I'm going to do this. We just glue it together. This is what we're doing. You don't need to put the glue on one side, really. You want to try and make sure that you take it right to the edge. Stick that down. Right, now what I've got to do is come up with the idea that went in the centre, don't I? So we'll just halve it, but we won't push it down, right? We'll halve it so we can halve it again. And what I think might be easier is if I take it back this way and go to there, take it back that way and go to there. Now this part we can press down, okay? It's clear as mud. I hope you got that. It doesn't really matter if it isn't exactly, all right? That doesn't really matter, because you're going to be changing it again anyway. You just need your base part. Oh dear, come on, really? Did I really make a dent in that? I did too. Let's put it this way then, so we've got a dent. So this will be the upside of it. The upside, the top. This will be the top of it. Okay. Now I need to. I'm not a big fan of. I'm worried this will come apart maybe and crack a bit if you use music paper, but it doesn't really matter, because we're going to reinforce it anyway. So because this one here, I've got it reinforced with, I probably should have put something in the page so I could find it. I have a bit of washi tape just to give it a bit more of a reinforcement, see. But first of all I need to make a shape that I want to go with, but I want to find something that I want to actually put on there. Right. And then I'll know how big to make this bit. So let's find a piece of something to put in the centre of it, to join the two pieces together. I think, right, so what have I got cut out? Lots of this, but I'm thinking I might go with this lot here. I want this lot. Okay, so I'll put that back up there. I'm going to find something in here to join those two pieces together. I really like these containers. I bought these at Woolworths actually here in Australia. They're really cool, aren't they? I do like the idea of putting one of these dolls down the centre of that. They're good, them ones, aren't they? Cool. Might put that in there. The doll's a good size though, isn't she? She might be a little bit big. The butterflies are cool too. Probably should have looked in here earlier too to see what I've got to do this with, but oh, look at the mouse. I do love the duck. I do like these nice little things, these little pictures. I love them. Of course we do. We all love pretty things, don't we? We just got to find what we need to put in this one. And because it's very eclectic, this thing that I'm doing, the bird's nice, but I think I'd like to leave them in that direction. I don't want to. We need something that goes straight up and down. See, the Those Jim Holtz ones look alright, I suppose. Oh, here's some sticky things. I'll probably need one of those later. I need to put a little bling on something. I need to bling up something. Right, come on, Sonia. You can do this. My fussy cutting. Some of it's good, some of it's a bit scary, but otherwise I enjoy doing it. There's a fan I made earlier one time. I do like them. They're fun to make. Anyway, I suppose you're just going to have a peep about and say, well, Sonia, put that in there. No, put that in there. What's this? That could go in there. That would probably look nice. We could give it a look. Because I'm doing mostly flowers and things. That's cool. I'll keep that out. It's not supposed to be in here, I suppose. I'm liking that duck. I do love this mouse. Or rabbit. It's a rabbit, Sonia. It's a rabbit. Yes, righto. It's a rabbit. I've actually been in here quite some time today, too, I must say. And this is going flat, so I better move myself along here, because that's going to go flat, and I'm not going to have this done. This bird is a bit big. I say move along, and then I keep fiddling about, don't I? I've actually got a couple of hooks out there too now. I'm going to get some more fussy cutting out of when I get to with the energy and what have you. So now I'm going to turn this over this way, just this top. Don't fold it down too tight. Don't do that, will you? And I'm going to cut this around like so. I think that's how I'll do it. I should have probably did it a bit neater. I don't think I need it this long either. It's way too long. Let's chop some of this off, because that comes down to the middle and you don't need it to. So now what I've done, I've made a mistake, so just bear with me while I fix it. I'm going to cut this off here. And I don't mind saying when I made a mistake, I did. I don't mind saying. Okay, so now we need to, this is way too small as far as for the size of it that way too, okay? So maybe I'm not going to be able to show you how to. My hubby's still out there working on his bird houses, sawing away. If it's not him sawing something, it's the neighbour. The neighbour has the shed next door. He builds a lot of stuff in that shed next door. Now this is neat. Oh, please don't. I hope I don't run out of battery. If you can just watch me a minute more, please don't run out of battery. Oh dear. Before I never had to worry about this, because I never used to be able to talk for a long time like I can now. This bird's going on here, he's got to go in here, this bird. He's got to go in here. This bird's going in here, okay? So this is what you're going to do. If this goes away, if this turns off on me, and I disappear into the abyss, you will know I'm going to cut this straight up there. And I'm going to cut this one straight up there. And I'm hoping that they're in some sort of alignment with one another. Not bad. And that thing will go onto here, right, when I fussy cut him. And I feel terrible having to leave you with not finishing it, but I'm going to keep working until I do go flat. And I want to thank you everybody for watching. You never know, I might get a couple more minutes, but I just don't know. I've been talking away here for quite some time actually, and I don't know whether it's going to cut out on me or not. So I'm just going to make him as best I can. And you put some ink around him, okay? And then here's your tuck spot. And I think that looks really cool. I like it. But I want to cut a bit more away from him, I think. Because he's got to be sort of minimal. Yeah. That husband of mine's not too hot out there. I know I'm getting hot in here. Let's go and get the cooler working up later, aren't we? Get the air conditioning going and have some nice lunch and watch a bit of telly and have a nap. Once I used to go to sleep while I was watching TV. Now I don't. I get up and I go and get to bed and have me nap. Now it's better for me. I didn't even wake up till late this morning, which is really strange for me, but I suppose if you're not well, your body needs to sleep. You need to get some sleep if you're not well. Sorry about saying that all the time. I shouldn't be telling you I'm not well. I'm okay. I'm just got a few issues I've got to get fixed, and I'll be back on here, I hope. I'm doing this today because I really wanted to show you how to do some stuff. I miss this myself too, you know. I really miss it when I don't do any crafting. Keeps your mind busy, doesn't it? I mean, to say, I reckon my headache would be worse if I wasn't doing this. I'd feel it, feel it worse. I don't know if you think I'm being silly, but I think it's true. You got your mind on something else and you takes your mind off yourself then, doesn't it? So what I've always found anyway. There we go. I haven't disappeared yet, I don't think. No, still recording. Well, that's good. It'll be good if we get to see it done, won't it? So you can put whatever. I put a hand across the one that I did there that I was showing you this morning. Don't pull the wrong thing off, Sonia. The birdie will have no comb left, he won't. This is a cockatoo, a white cockatoo. One of our Australian birds. You do see them about sometimes, a fair bit, just depends, you know, because it says me time's up on that timing thing, but I'm sure that I didn't start that on the right time, did I? I was already started this when I set that alarm, and oh dear, you have to tell it to be quiet. No, you don't. I don't think I have to tell it to be quiet. Me Google I have to tell it to be quiet. I've got to try and figure out how to stop this one. Okay. Now I don't think I've been working on this for 45 minutes. I think that was included in that other one. I think there was only 20 minutes on this one. I think. Because I said I had to get 20 minutes to do it. I'm hoping it hasn't turned off yet too. I really do. I'm going to put some ink on this bloke. Put some ink on him. He's not too bad. Oh, he looks really cool. My cousin used to have a black one of these years ago. I think they're very, very rare. Might find the odd one about, I don't know. A lot of people have them. We had one. The neighbours had it. I know that wasn't the right bird, it was a different bird. The neighbours used to own it and the feathers fell out, so they didn't want it anymore. So they gave it to us and its feathers grew back. I don't know what that meant. I do, but... And then we gave it back to them and it died. Oh, isn't that terrible? Oh dear, forgot all about that. Ah dear, things come to you, don't they? Yeah. I have a couple of little stories I'm going to tell maybe next time, I don't know yet. Different things, I'll probably forget anyway. If I start now, I'll probably cut out and we'll miss the ending and that won't be fun. Not actually stories, there's been things about that happened to me. You know, not bad things like... There we go. Oh, look, we're still... Oh, no, we're not. We're finished. Oh, sugar. I'm sorry about this. Ah, well. There he is. Isn't he gorgeous? You can't see him because my camera's finished. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. I think he's there. Bye-bye.